De la right, my MVVs, welcome. It is indeed said that where water is the boss, there the land must obey. Now, following the huge public uproar generated by Queen Naomi's recent exit from the royal manor, Ooni of Ife is alleged to have appealed to Akure women for calm, that they should calm down, that he has realized his mistake this time for the last time, that he will do everything that is within his power to make them happy again, that people are so negative that everybody is saying Naomi will never ever return back, that Naomi is his wife, that he knows Naomi very well, that he can assure them that Naomi is going to return back to the love of her life, that Naomi loves him so much, that Naomi is just, disappointed once again and upset over the recent happenings in the palace, that they should indeed calm down. Why is this happening? As it is rumored and reported, it is said that women in Akure had decided to storm the palace of the Ooni of Ife to ask Kabiyesi to leave Queen Naomi alone and free Queen Naomi. Now, talking about freeing Queen Naomi, you do know that Queen Naomi cannot just get up and go and get married. If Queen Naomi decides to go from wherever, because right now we are hearing that she's gone incommunicado. Queen Naomi is a very sensible woman. You and I know that. Queen Naomi is not one who will want to get validation on social media or go on social media and begin to do things and all of that. That stuff that happened on Instagram the other time was just a one-off. Like it was on a time, as in at a time where she was not herself that happened. Queen Naomi doesn't seek validation from anybody, and that is why you rarely see her on social media right now. Do you understand? So right now, Queen Naomi decided to go incommunicado because she doesn't want to be going back and forth and trying to explain to people. And a lot of people who are on the side of the Ooni of Ife are actually trying to beg her to make her see reason. But of course, we are all aware that Queen Naomi cannot continue to live in the shadows of the Ooni of Ife. She needs to start her life. We do know that Kabiyesi is running her life. Kabiyesi is king. He's married to 6 wives and they are giving birth already. And so every day you keep saying to Queen Naomi that Queen Naomi needs to understand and you're going to fix things. 2 years is gone and Queen Naomi's life is rolling. She's just in her early 30s. She needs to start her life. Now, starting her life does not necessarily mean that she will have to go and get married. It all depends on her. But she needs to put her life straight. She needs to know what she wants to do. As the marriage is not working, let her go ahead. Queen Naomi is an intelligent woman. She's been doing a lot with the international organizations lately. She's getting endorsement left and right and all of that to speak on gender issues and all of that. So let her focus on what she knows how to do best and focus on her ministry, okay? But right now with the Ooni of Ife in the picture, it is looking as though she's going 10 steps forward and 15 steps backward. And that is that relegation that Queen Naomi doesn't want in her life. And that is why she is insisting that it's time for her to get going. But what is the problem now? Queen Naomi has gone incommunicado. And since she left the palace of the Ooni of Ife, people from different quarters have been very upset. Really upset because a lot of people are seeing this as a deceit from the part of the royal family, from the Ooni of Ife, because everything Queen Naomi stands for, you are taking it away from her. You want her to stay. She doesn't want to be a polygamist, but you want her to be a polygamist because you want her to be in your life. Every day we hear that you're moving the women out and all of that. They are going and they are coming in. Restrictions were created and all of that. Queen Naomi agreed to manage all of those, but the restrictions were not even kept to. At some point, they started breaking the restrictions and coming in, and it does seem as if the Ooni of Ife is not able to handle any of this. And then again, Ooni of Ife was acting as though he wanted to just bring Queen Naomi to stay there with the wife. If she is not in agreement with that, there is no way that you will make it happen. And that is why what everybody is saying. And right now, after the birth of the new prince from Ebony, Queen Naomi left. And she said she's not doing again. It was like a joke. And she left. She left the royal manor and she left. And she wasn't communicating much with the Ooni of Ife. Everything was going, Kabiyesi was going back, forth and all of that. And you know that nobody can stop Kabiyesi from entering the royal mansion. Nobody can stop. And Kabiyesi kept going to the royal mansion, coming back to Ife, going to royal mansion, coming back to Ife. Queen Naomi prepared one day after her passport was collected. She decided to disappear and she went incommunicado. You and I know that there is a possibility, of course, 90% possibility that she is in the country, except she decides to go to a neighboring country, an African country. Here she is here, but Ooni of Ife has not been able to reach her. Her phones are off and everything. Apparently, she has a number she's using to reach other people. Ooni of Ife has not been able to reach her. Ooni of Ife has not been able to reach Tadenikawo or anybody. No one seems to know where Queen Naomi is, and because of that, the man is very, very worried and has been going back and forth. Apparently, he went to Akure on the day that they were naming the other prince from Ebony. And, Queen Naomi's mother was very upset and all of that. And because of that, they say women in Akure stormed the palace to ask Kabiyesi to let Queen Naomi be, to let Queen Naomi go, to let their daughter be. Queen Naomi is a young and absolutely gorgeous girl who can get married to any man whenever she wants. All they are asking the Ooni of Ife to do is to let her be, let Queen Naomi be, let Queen Naomi have her life back. And so they have stormed the palace to demand that he gives Queen Naomi the freedom. Now, you know what the irony of this whole thing is? People who do not know will say, Queen Naomi has gone, let her go, and let her leave the Oni also, and all of that. Queen Naomi cannot just go like that. 14 different rituals were done on her. Ooni of Ife took her through all the marital rituals for a wife who is supposed to be with the king. That's Ooni of Ife is the king. For Ooni of Ife to be with any woman, they're supposed to run 14 different rituals. And he insisted on all of those rituals. 14 of them were done on Queen Naomi because at the point he was head over heels in love with Queen Naomi. He thought that he was going to stay with the girl and everything was going to work out and all of that. But when all of this confusion started coming and all of that, apparently he forgot that he did all of these things. And Queen Naomi cannot just get up like that and begin to go. Queen Naomi must Ooni of Ife has to remove all of those things in her body. Like they have to go through those rituals with the acceptance of the Ooni of Ife for Queen Naomi to move on, for Queen Naomi to start a new life, for Queen Naomi to have maybe or also get married to some other person. They said Kabiyesi needs to do this. And because he's not forthcoming, they said that is why the women in Akure have come to ask him to do the needful, do what he needs to do and free the lady and let the woman go. And they say when they came, as we are hearing if this information is true, because these are all rumored, speculated information making the rounds on social media. I've told you I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to the monarch. I am just a blogger. When I get an information, I reenact it and I post here, but it's also my duty to let you know that whatever information you get on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt. So we heard that when the women came, Kabiyesi responded to them, telling them that, look, he knows Queen Naomi very well, that Queen Naomi would definitely, certainly return back to him, that he is indeed Queen Naomi's first love. Queen Naomi can never love anybody again except him. And Queen Naomi will come back, that people should stop crying, taking Panadol for Queen Naomi's headache, that he knows what he is doing, that Queen Naomi loves him, Queen Naomi is not going anywhere. And we really hope that he is sure of what he's saying, because this time, if you ask me, I don't see Queen Naomi coming anywhere near that palace again. I don't think she is coming back. I do know that a lot of bloggers are reporting Queen Naomi has settled, Queen Naomi wants to do this with Ooni of Ife and all of that. But what we are hearing, is that Queen Naomi is not coming back. That Queen Naomi is not coming back, that she is not ready to go through everything that she has gone through again, that yes, indeed, she's not coming back. And the women of Akure, they are giving Ooni of Ife 7 days to give Naomi her freedom. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.